Aaron Crascall, thank you so much for joining me and coming on the podcast and Check It TV. It's an honor
No
to have
worries,
you
man.
on. Everyone pretty much knows who you are now. um,
Yeah,
I mean,
unfortunately,
yeah, I'm sure they did a long time ago.
that's
um,
it, man.
why do you say unfortunately? It can't be that bad.
It's brilliant, mate. You just get no time to yourself, Like it's a bit of a mad one, especially when you're out and about in public. People just seem to everywhere I go, man. It's mad. It's
Is it?
mad, and it is a good thing. It's a really good thing, man.
Yeah,
I like it, but some days when you're having a bit of a off day, um, actually brightens my day. To be honest, so no, it's a good thing. It is a
yeah,
good
yeah.
thing, man.
But sometimes you need those quiet days as well, and just go into town without sort of being recognised, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes, man.
Oh,
I have to shave my beard off one day.
yeah. Is that a joke or I'll
No,
try.
no, I'm definitely not going to shave it off.
I'm gonna have to try and work with your humor here because sometimes I won't I won't know if you're trying to get to me a
It's all
bit.
good, bro.
But yeah, no, I mean, how does it feel that you've come this far? Has it been an emotional journey? Has it
It's
been
mad, mate. Honestly, from I, you can't even like. Sometimes it's such a blessing. Like I don't understand how this has happened. Like I've been doing it for literally 10 years. Well, no, nearly 11 years.
mm,
2013 was when I first started, and it's just been such a mad ride. Like and still now, like it's such a blessing, man, to do what I do for a living. Sometimes I take it for granted. Obviously, when the workload gets quite a lot, and you sit back and go, "Oh God," and you think, "No, I'm actually doing such a nice job,"
mm,
because like I've been in so much more employment before, and I always hated my jobs. There was always something missing, and now I've
mm.
got freedom. Do you know what I mean? To
I
do what I
think your
want.
humor
It's
was missing. Your humor was missing.
Mate, honestly,
Yeah.
like I was always in trouble for being like the class clown at school, and I was always in trouble for being not concentrating at
Mm,
work and trying to be the funny guy. And it's just, yeah, it just fitted in, it
mm,
just fitted perfectly.
mm. So you struggled with like, work life. Do you have a day-to-day job now, or is this your main career, making people
Main
laugh?
career, mate. Yeah, it's been my
Wow.
main career for 7 years.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, 7 years, mate.
Mm,
Well, mate, nearly 8 years now.
mm.
So yeah, it's mad. I do a lot of artwork. I do DJing and I make videos. So
Wow.
it's a crazy life, man. But I wouldn't have it any other way.
Mm, mm. What do you take pride over the most? Is it the DJ and videos? I mean, obviously we
I
can
love,
tell
mate.
it's the videos,
I
but
love DJing, man.
yeah.
I've been DJing since I've been 16. So I
Wow.
love DJing. My
Mm,
artwork for me is just an absolute blessing because it gets rid of so many demons in me. I get to be so creative in my studio, and I get to, when I lock that door, man, it's just me in the studio. Do you know what I mean? Like,
mm,
and that's a mad feeling, like to actually be able to do my artwork full time as well as videos.
mm,
Videoing is such a buzz. I get a lot of buzz working with certain people. I've got great teams behind me now, and yeah, it's amazing. It's all a buzz, to be fair, mate.
yeah, I bet. So you have a lot of personal challenges. You said you get like, you got demons in the back of your head and
Yeah, man,
how do
massive.
you so apart from all that, how do you overcome it? Like what are your ways of
I never did overcome it, mate. So basically, I don't know how deep you want to go on this podcast, to be fair, mate.
Mm.
But I
No,
mean,
you don't have to.
I
I
mean,
mean, it's up to you. How
no, it's
depends
cool,
how
man. I
open you are.
want to talk about it
Mm.
because I want to help others. So I'm in recovery for addiction.
Okay.
I'm an alcoholic. Have been since I can remember, and I've been clean and sober 7 months.
Wow.
Yeah, I joined the program, got a sponsor, and I'm working through the steps. And it's like I've always used um, alcohol, drugs, and alcohol as an absolute escape. I
Mm.
don't know what from. I'm still learning why. But I used to self medicate a lot when I felt down, or when I felt too pressured, and then it become a daily occurrence. I was using alcohol as an escape, and then towards the end, I just couldn't escape alcohol.
Mm. It's hard, isn't it? It's one of the
Oh
biggest
man, it's
challenges
crazy.
alcohol, yeah. Um,
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, and now I've always been trying to get help. I've always been trying to stop drinking. I done addiction counselling, didn't work. I done hypnotherapy, it didn't work. Tried doing it by myself, and obviously my self will run right. If I'm in charge of my own head, I last days. Like I need guidance, and that's what I've got now.
What was it that inspired you to pursue your career in comedy? Would you say that was a part of it? You know, the struggles that you've been facing,
Man,
or is it something completely separate?
do you know what, man? It was just the buzz of making videos like that. I've got no inspiration to comedy because I love watching like stand-up comedies like Lee Evans, a few others, but I never went into the stand-up game. It was just initially the buzz of making videos and being absolutely nuts and getting away with it. Like I couldn't believe it, and I've never used swearing in my videos. It was always a funny joke on myself. I was singing, dancing, making sketches, and it was never really influenced by anyone. It was more me. It was all brand new, man, when it first started. So when I first got into it, it was like Snapchat. So it was like, that was 14 years ago. Hold on a minute. How long? Hold on a minute. No, it was 11 years ago. So Snapchat. And I started making these silly videos, and only like to my hometown in Dover. And it started getting really recognised as saying nice. Do you know what I mean? And it was like, it just went on from there. And the buzz kept me going, and I kept getting opportunities, and that's how it's happened. But that is exactly how it's worked.
Wow,
mad.
So was you quite popular before doing all the Snapchat videos when you first started, or like, you know, did you have sort of an audience behind you to help you get this growth to where you are, or it just happened naturally and organically?
Absolutely organically and naturally, mate. It just started from there. Like, I've never been a popular person, really. Like I said, I've always just been the class clown. Mad.
Yeah. And now you're a worldwide clown.
Yeah, man.
A cool one.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's a crazy thing, though.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, millions of views, and it's great. Like, I just don't understand it still. Like, I don't know how I'm still here, but I think it's just by the grace of God, mate, to be fair, because there's nothing, I don't even understand. Like, I've just kept going and trying new things, and it's always kind of worked out. And I've got the best fan base, best followers, the best community, and they support me so much, and I wouldn't be able to do anything without them. And they're amazing people, like, and I've always just been the same. Like, I've always just trying to get the laugh. That's it.
Yeah, and you're obviously doing your job well. How do you come up with new material, you know, to entertain social media? Do you have a specific process, or, you know,
mate,
how does it work?
Do you know what? After doing it so long, man, it's just built in you. Like, any situation I'm in now, I always think about a video first before anything else. So if I'm on a packed train, or if I'm walking through a high street, or it's just constant videos in your head all the time. And because obviously I've been doing it so long, I kind of know what works online and what doesn't. So yeah, that I mean, I have no, my mind just works like in that way, and I can't even explain
it. It's always something natural in someone, you know, where it comes along with their interest in it. It's always so natural in someone to be able to do these things. My
heart's in it, man, completely.
So you say you didn't have a routine, you know, you say it comes so natural to you, but there must be some kind of challenging part, you know, with, you know, making your comedy skits and, you know, videos. There must be something challenging about what you do,
mate. Just trying to get to the next level all the time. It's like being a musician, coming up with a #1 single every week. That's what it's like. That's the pressure. I mean, there's thousands and millions of influencers now. When I first started this, there was like 5 of us in England doing what we did. Now there's every single person's an influencer. Every single person with a phone or TikTok account.
Yeah,
mate. Of course it is. Like, and mate, I'm literally a minority now. Like, I know my age. I'm 42. Like, still in the game, and it's just, that is the hardest part. Like, just trying to keep up, because man, I get tired. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got 3 kids at home. A full-on household, artwork, DJing, and trying to make videos. It's hard, man. So I mean, like, you don't get much. You don't get time off at all. And if you do
Mm.
get time off, it's not really a day off because you're trying to check your social still. You're trying
Yeah.
to see what's trending. You're downloading other bits from my music. I'm in the studio. Like you never really get a day off from being a full time influencer or
Mm.
a full time video maker. Like, I don't really
Mm.
influence people, um, but yeah, you don't really get a day off. That's the most hardest part. That's the most challenging,
Yeah. So having a normal life is quite hard with it, with what comes
especially
along with it.
when you're this big on social media. It's
Mm.
hard to not do social media daily.
No, yeah. So everyone's almost trying to be an influencer now, you say. It must be quite hard to sort of think of something different now, as well.
Mate, to be fair, I'll just carry on with what I'm doing, man. Because at
Mm.
the end of the day, I've done everything. If
Mm.
if if other people are trying to do stuff, I've already done it.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's
true.
like I just do what I do. I just mate, if I'm enjoying making a video and
Mm.
I have great time editing it and think it's gonna I laugh about it and I show my friends and family, they laugh. I just put it out.
Mm.
I don't really get worried about that anymore. Like
Mm.
I think yeah, like I see a lot of influencers and a lot of these TikTokers trying to do what I used to do, and I've been there and done it, man. I was interviewing
Mm.
people on the street 10 years ago, and it's happening now. People are blowing up for it, but I was there, done that. I've done
Mm.
the public stuff. I've done the skits. I've done the collabs. I've done celebrity interviews. I've done everything. Like, and
Yeah.
it's time for me personally just to sit back and enjoy it.
Mm. Mm.
That's what I do. I enjoy it now, and I don't care about numbers. Like,
Mm.
because I used to delete a video if it didn't get 100,000 likes, and it's like,
Mm.
what? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it was crazy. I was mesmerized by numbers
Mm. Mm.
and my ego. My ego.
They say not to delete them now though, don't they? Because
Yeah, yeah, of course.
they say to keep it up for part of the algorithm or something.
Oh, fucking algorithm, man.
If there is
Honestly,
one, you just have to
I
be
hate
fun.
that name. Like, I hate that word.
Yeah. Yeah.
That algorithm has literally like controlled my life for
Mm.
so long.
Mm.
But again, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I think if a good bit of content's going to go far. Whether it's if it's good, it's good. That's the end of the
Mm.
day.
Mm.
If you film it in HD, I mean, I don't know, man. I
Yeah.
just think if a good bit of content's going to fly, it just flies.
Mm. Just keep it natural. Just keep it
Yeah,
there and don't remove it,
hundred
basically.
percent, man.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Um, did you expect your interviews to come this far though? Because you just had Ryan Reynolds and Kaylee on.
Yeah,
You've
yeah, yeah,
interviewed
man. It was
Gerard Butler as well, and Kevin Hart. I mean,
yeah, loads, man. Yeah, I used to love doing. They went quiet for a long time, but it's just
mm,
starting to pick up again, which is great. And I've had some great feedback from it, man.
mm,
And again, I think it's shown in the video that I was just absolute. I was calm and collective when
mm,
before I was quite sporadic. Like, I didn't really know. I was just crazy, like,
mm,
because all I cared about was the content.
mm,
But I really cared about sitting there and actually chatting to Ryan and Kaylee. Like, I actually really enjoyed it. And I think that come through on the video for me personally.
mm.
But yeah, the interviewing. I used to be the celebrity interviewer, like for Warner Brothers and doing the red carpets,
Oh,
and
okay. See, there's some
it
stuff
was
I haven't seen.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah, it's loads, man. It's
yeah.
loads. If you go on YouTube, there's a few, and Facebook, and
Mm,
there's so many. I've met some great guys. I've keep relationships with a few celebrities through it. It's great, like
wow,
Jason Momoa and a few others.
wow.
And Ryan's been following me for a long time, so I always knew it was going to come, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always knew my chance would
Just
happen,
waiting for the
but I just
moment.
had to wait. I
How
just
many
had to
messages
wait.
did you send him to get it done?
Oh man, yeah. Well, no, he followed. So I woke up one day and he'd messaged me back
Mm,
because I
mm,
messaged him like saying thank you so much for following me. Like, I can't
yeah.
believe you watch my videos. And then he's like, oh no worries. Like, and then that was it. That was like
Wow.
2-3 years ago.
It
And
goes
it's
yeah. Carry on.
yeah, it just blew my mind. I've got loads of people following me, like so many celebrities, and it's such a mad feeling that they
Mm,
might see my videos.
mm,
Like, well, they're gonna if they follow me. So it's just a mad feeling. Like, it's crazy, bro.
mm. I know you're obviously one yourself, but who do you think was the first sort of celebrity that kicked it off for you? Like, who was the first
Mate, I'm not a celebrity, by
person?
the way.
You are, you are,
Definitely not,
you
man. I'm
are,
just popular on
mate.
apps.
You're at 12
Look,
million followers on Facebook, and 5 million on Instagram. You can't say you're
Yeah,
not.
no, I just don't think that classes me as a celebrity. To be fair,
No.
man, I think
Yeah.
that's just popular on certain apps. I
Mm,
mean, some of these people I follow, like mainstream proper like
mm.
film stars and TV stars, and some of them are just I don't know, man.
So, who was it though that you think kicked it off first though, guest wise, or collaboration wise for you? Who do you think it was, or was it your
Oh
own one?
man. So back in the day, God, the Kevin Hart one did really well for me.
Mm,
That was a great interview, man. We had such a laugh as well.
mm,
We were playing that disgusting jelly bean game, and it went off. Like I loved filming that with him.
yeah.
Um, I'm gonna say Kevin Hart, man,
Mm,
definitely, because it was mad being with him as well. Like he's a great comedian and a great film star and a very popular person. And
mm,
he was really really humble to me as well. Like when we sat there and had a laugh together.
yeah.
So I'd say him. I'd say him, man. That really kicked my kind of interviewing career off.
So you did the jelly bean game with him, obviously. Do you
Yeah.
think? Do you wish you could go back, like, and do anything else with him? Like, did you have any
No
other ideas
way.
now? Yeah.
No way,
Was
man.
that
He
the
was nearly
perfect
sick on
setting for him?
camera.
Oh, really?
It was the
Okay.
best bit of content I've ever seen.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I love the thing with me when I did my interviews. I always like to put the celebrities kind of out of comfort zone,
Mm, mm.
and that because it was better than they've been interviewed 20 times that day. I wanted to
Mm.
stand out.
Yeah, yeah. Do you ever ask them before though? Do you ever have to plan it with them what you're going to do with them to
Nah,
make them fit out of their comfort zone?
nah,
Because
man, nah. Well,
sometimes it's
sometimes
pre-prepared, isn't it?
yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
it is, yeah. But other times I used to just turn up, man.
Mm,
Just
mm.
turn up with the goods, and it used to
Yeah,
always deliver.
yeah. Wow. Sticking to the comedy routine and subject, do you think there's any topics that should be kept off, you know, off comedy? Is there any subjects that should be off limits for
I
comedy?
just think I think everything should be allowed to be a joke.
Really?
Look at Ricky Gervais, man. Look what Ricky Gervais says. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a joke.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just, I know it's going to offend people, certain people. I mean, I could tell a joke about a dog, and
Mm,
it could affect um, a lot of dog lovers. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it's
mm,
not. It's only a joke at the end of the
mm,
day. I've had jokes made against myself, made against my family, and it's just a joke at the end of the day. It's
mm,
not. I don't mean anything, but well, so I never really like to touch on different subjects. I just like to have a laugh, but again, anything can be made into a joke. It's the type of person what takes it. To be fair, do you know what I mean? It's
yeah.
going to be taken either way. But as soon as you realise it's not aimed at you personally,
Mm,
what's
yeah.
there? Not what is there? Not, what is there to be moaned at?
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, how do you deal with hecklers and difficult audiences? Then, like, because you said like
Oh man,
people are always offended and they
I
always
don't
say
look
something
anymore.
back.
I don't look. I don't
Yeah,
look.
really? It must be quite hard though,
No,
because
I
it's
don't look.
constantly in your messages,
I
isn't it?
yeah, I don't.
Surely.
No, I never really check my messages, mate. To be fair, I only check the messages of people I follow.
Mm,
So, because you're always going to get that horrible message, and it
mm,
just on it dampens my day, man. There's no need to read them.
mm,
You get
mm.
some great messages as well, but I could read 20 good ones, and that one horrible one is just stick in my mind all day. There's no point. I don't want to. If you don't like my content, just don't watch it.
Mm,
Just don't feel the need to comment back to me or to make me feel bad because I've got a lot of shit going on in my life. Do you know what I mean?
mm.
I feel bad enough with what's going on in my head, let alone what you're going to say to me. So
Yeah,
I think sometimes you keep your opinions to yourself. You know what I mean?
you got quite a good mindset of how to block the negative world out, and you seem to have
Yeah,
quite a strong mind to be able to cope with what you're going through personally as well. I mean,
yeah. I've seen it all, mate. I've seen it all.
crazy.
10 years, I've seen it all. Yeah, I've seen it all, man. I've had every comment under the sun. And again, it's just how you take it. If I
Mm,
get called fat, I don't know. Well, okay, I know I am. So it's like,
mm,
all right,
mm.
well, that's fine. How is that? It's a joke.
Yeah, yeah,
They're not knocking on my door and trying to throw a kebab in my face. That's a
yeah.
different story. That'd be like, oh my god, what are you doing?
Yeah. See, I don't know why I'm admitting this. I guess everyone's different, but I can sometimes take jokes quite personally. Or
Yeah,
sometimes take comments quite, yeah, personally as well. I can get offended quite easily. I'm not sure if it's part of, the autism that I have, or
yeah.
I'm not sure if you saw that in the email from your manager.
My daughter's
Yeah.
autistic.
Is she? Okay.
Yeah,
So you fully
yeah, easy,
understand
yeah.
it then.
Absolutely, mate.
Mm,
Absolutely. She's 7 years old now, and we've been through everything with her. So I mean,
mm,
like everything. And yeah, it's definitely a journey, and I feel for you, man,
mm,
because
mm,
again, it can feel like you're in a prison in your head. So I
mm.
mean, that's exactly what she says to me sometimes, that she can't turn her brain off, and
Yeah.
we feel quite bad for that. But again, she's getting the help she needs, and look, at the end of the day, man, if you do really comment,
Mm,
you got to think to yourself, what is that person going through to write that to you?
mm, mm.
You feel sorry
Something,
for them.
something much darker. Yeah.
Of course, just feel sorry for them. Pray
Mm,
for them.
mm,
They're clearly not right.
mm.
They need to. They feel like they need to bring you down to make themselves feel good.
Yeah.
That's not healthy, is it? So
Mm,
just think that, man. You're a
yeah.
good guy. Do you know what I mean? You do a good interview. You're a good guy. Just
I
don't
hope
take it
so.
on the chin. Take it on
No.
the chin, mate.
Yeah.
At the end
Yeah.
of the day, you're the one sitting here interviewing. They're
Mm,
the ones at home on the keyboard being pricks.
mm. I guess they're giving more
That's it.
views as well when you think of it like that. So
Absolutely,
but
bro.
yeah, I mean, like even to my age now as well. I'm like I say, I'm 31 now, and I'm
Yep.
still trying to work around it all. Like the
Yep.
negative world that we're living in. Um,
Absolutely, bro.
yeah, I think people don't understand that enough about autistic people.
Of course.
Yeah,
Absolutely, bro.
yeah,
I feel for you, man. I do feel for you, man.
mm,
But yeah,
yeah,
just, you got to look past them people, mate. Don't look at them people. Just stay in your lane. Forget about them. Yeah, they're just
mm,
absolute idiots, man.
mm, mm,
They really are. They never ever say it to my face either. It's like, it's so funny.
mm. Yeah, yeah,
It's just so funny, man. And if you do comment back on them, they always go, "Oh, I'm just joking, man." Like,
yeah,
"Oh,
yeah,
so good to talk to you, so good." And it's like they just kind of open up. They try and
yeah,
open up a conversation with how horrible they
yeah,
can be. It's
yeah.
like,
They're
what?
fishing. Mm,
They're not
mm,
right at all. They're not right in the head, mate.
mm. Exactly. Yeah, appreciate that advice. Coming from someone like yourself that's sort of been through it all as well.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Because also you don't have to be autistic as well to be able to take it personally. You could be
Oh
just a normal
God, mate,
person.
it's
Yeah, yeah.
bullying's one of the number one things I hate, man. I
Mm,
hate it so much.
mm,
And again, and now, like, even part of my recovery, what I'm doing now, like, if someone's horrible to me, I pray for them.
mm, mm.
They need help.
Yeah. Are you?
That's
Do you
that's
do you believe in God? Are you
absolutely, mate.
God? Yeah.
God
Wow.
saved my life,
Yeah.
100%. Whatever,
Mm,
whatever stopped me drinking wasn't me.
mm.
It
Wow.
wasn't me at all, mate. So I don't know if you can see this. I've got this done on the side of my. Can you see that?
Yeah. Yeah. You got a cross on there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all. So I'm
Yeah.
always followed by him. I'm always
Yeah.
following him. Like, wherever I go, I'm going to a church tonight. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I totally believe in it because a higher power saved my life.
Mm,
It's now made me a dad and a husband again.
mm,
It wasn't me who did that because I could never do it. My self will
mm,
runs riot. If I'm by
mm,
myself, I'm drinking.
mm,
But
mm,
whatever's looking after me is more powerful than me,
mm,
which
mm.
I believe is God or my higher power.
Yeah.
100%.
Wow. So yeah, it's amazing how we can use our faiths to help us as well. Have the inspiration behind it.
Yeah, and help others, man.
Yeah,
Help others.
yeah. Wow.
I pray to help others every day.
Yeah. Wow.
100%, man. I love that.
Yeah.
Fills me with warmth.
Mm, mm. And I think in this world now, you sort of need to have a faith as well. You need to believe
Oh
in God
man,
to keep you going.
getting bad
Like
out there, isn't it?
100%. It is. It is. There's too many things happening.
Oh man, it's crazy. I don't even look at the news anymore.
Don't you? Yeah.
It just worries me. It just worries me, and I just want to just keep making. I want my channels to be somewhere where people can escape and just have a laugh.
Mm, mm,
There's no politics on my page. There's nothing on there what is gonna make you think about anything else except for like just smiling.
mm.
That's it.
Talking of, staying happy and smiling, how do you feel comedy has changed? Since you started as well back in 2013, how do you feel it's changed now? I know you
What, as in
said,
online or?
yeah, a bit of everything really, in person, online, on TV, all of it.
There's just so much. I mean, TV, the TV world's changed, man. I don't
Mm,
really watch a lot of TV anymore. There's not a lot of good sitcoms. There's no comedy sketch shows.
mm,
Like, that's completely changed. But online, personally, I just think there's so much.
mm,
Like, I go onto TikTok now, and it's like I've got stand-ups. comedy sketches, comedy film, clips of comedy films. It's just so much now, and I think it's great. Like, because I can use different channels to go away and have a laugh myself if I'm feeling a bit down.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of comedy at the moment. I think brilliant.
Well, that's good then. I'm trying to
Definitely, bro.
elaborate now.
Yeah, well, TV for me, man, like gone are the days of Only Fools and Horses and good sketch shows like The Fast Show, Big Train, Harry Enfield. It's all gone. You can't do nothing anymore. You're not allowed to say anything. You're going to offend someone, aren't you?
Are you
Shame on
surprised
them for taking.
are you surprised you're not in cancel culture yet? Are you surprised you haven't been
No, well,
cancelled?
I don't know, man.
Or have
Like,
you almost
I
been
don't know what can they possibly cancel. Like, I'm just a normal guy. It's not like I've got 2 Lamborghinis outside and a mansion and £80 million in the bank. They can't take all that because I've got enough. Like, I've got enough to get me and my family by. Like, what are they going to cancel? Like, I've always going to have my channels. I've never done anything. I've never ever put the joke on anyone else except for myself.
Yeah.
I don't take the piss out of people. I don't swear. I don't promote gambling, drugs, alcohol. It is just a 3-year-old can watch my videos, or an 80-year-old can watch my videos. Like,
I have actually noticed that actually that you've been very quite. There's been a couple of rude ones, obviously, but you've been quite modest in your videos. Yeah. You've always kept it like so everyone can watch it.
Absolutely, yeah,
yeah, and that's what I like as well.
Only lately I've been testing out the waters with a little bit of rudeness, and it is just a little bit of rudeness. It's not. I'm never taking the piss like with nakedness, or I never do anything. I never use women with their bras off to do clickbait or stuff like that, like nakedness. Or I always feel like if my kids can watch it, then I'll put it out. Do you know what I mean?
Did they ever give you a reason for your last video to get removed, though? I'm not sure if you.
I think it was a casino.
Yeah.
I think it was either the casino or the pony music.
Right.
Because I put a track called Pony, which was used in Magic Mike for like raunchiness. Yeah. And obviously the guy was fingering a machine.
Right.
So I had to.
Yeah, there's quite a lot.
It was quite rude, to be fair. But
maybe
again,
not very modest.
You can make your own assumptions.
Yeah.
Like, was he pushing? Was he trying to push the money in? Was he doing something else? Like, again, it was just a silly sketch. But I think it was because I filmed it in a casino. I think, anyway, because I haven't put it on TikTok yet. I don't know if it's going to be taken down off there yet.
Or maybe it's just the whole video altogether that wasn't allowed.
Yeah, maybe, man. But mate, there's a lot worse out there, man.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. What's been your most embarrassing video you've posted? Or you said you're quite confident with it, so I'm sure you haven't got any embarrassment.
No, I'm never embarrassed, mate. I'm never embarrassed, man. Like, I never get embarrassed. Like, to be fair, if I feel a bit nervous about doing a video, I feel better. It gives me more of a buzz. So I'm good with anything like that. I'm really good with anything like that at all.
Yeah. Wow. You've given a lot of great advice, and you've given a lot of great information. You've already technically given advice as well to, aspiring comedians with what you said. How to stay motivated, not take anything personally. I mean, it's been amazing chatting.
Thank you so much for having me, mate. I really appreciate any opportunity I can get, man.
Yeah, no, of course. What projects are you currently working on now? And do you have any more interviews lined up? Are you planning to talk to anyone else?
In the video communities, I've got a couple of collabs coming up. Shaper Bates, Kian Toomey, Oliver, Eddie Hall, Leah Shakiva. I've got no more interviews lined up yet. I've got a few brand deals in the pipeline, which is really good and really refreshing. I'm working towards an art show. Which is more personal, but again, I'm working towards an art show with the Enter Gallery and with Grove Gallery in Shoreditch and Mayfair, and that's it.
Wow, you're painting quite a lot then. You're doing a lot of
painting. A little bit to work on.
Oh, wow,
and just being a good dad and a husband.
Yeah.
That's my main buzz now.
What made you bring the painting into it all? Is that like a hobby you've always done on the side, or is it recently?
It's the only thing I was good at school. I left school straight away and went to art college.
Okay.
Went to art college for 3 years, and then I completely grew up, got a new job, left the painting behind, got a real job, as so many people like to call it, because painting wasn't a real job. And then when I moved into this house, 7 years ago, the top floor was spare. So I started painting again.
Okay.
And all of a sudden I started getting the kind of like confidence to put them online. And they started going really well. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to start painting again properly.
Yeah.
And then I got my studio and now I do it full time.
Wow. I'm not going to lie, some of them
Crazy,
look
man.
pretty sick. I saw your story
Oh,
earlier on
thank you,
today.
dude.
That looked really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm working on that big one tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like graffiti the way you're doing it. I guess that's your plan.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
I get, oh, sorry, 2 secs.
No,
I get a lot of inspiration from like Berlin, New York, a lot of surrounding areas in like Shoreditch in London with the graffiti style. I love graffiti, man. And
yeah.
I always try and make it my own, and I try and get as much as I can on the canvas at once, and it
Mm.
kind of layers up.
Mm.
That's kind of my inspiration, man. Like graffiti,
Wow.
old school graffiti.
Wow. Any other painters you want to work with? You know, you could do a
Not
painting
really, man. I like to be on my
collaboration.
own.
Yeah.
I like to
Yeah.
be on my own, man. Yeah, I like to
That
be on
says a
my own.
lot. That says a lot considering the videos. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what? As in painting or videoing?
No, I mean like painting. Like you like to be on your own with painting.
Oh,
But
mate, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Painting's just me on my own.
Mm. Okay. The
There's so
painting
much
side of
more
things.
behind it.
Yeah.
It's not just about making a painting. It's what's in my head, what I can get out of my head. I need that quiet space. I need that.
Mm.
I need that time on my own. I need my music on. I need to focus. When
Mm.
I'm with someone else, I don't think it'll work, and I wouldn't want to give it a go.
Yeah. Wow.
Sorry to any painters who want to collab, by the way. Not
You
happening.
never know. You never know. You never know. It
Yeah,
might
never
open
know.
up at some point.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Arron, thank you again so much for coming on
No
again.
worries, dude.
Amazing
So good,
talking.
man. I can't wait to hear this
Yeah.
back.